vibration only.
Sugar, sugar, wait, before we do anything, I just want to make sure.
I've been recording for the past like minute and a half. I'm gonna put that in. Sugar.
That's fine. Yeah, he's still playing Terraria, so
That's fine.
Connor is not here. But alrighty, count us down, Kyle.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Friendzone podcast. I am Cody, who is, as usual, just here in the corner, hiding somewhere in the closet. And I am here. Yeah, I'm hiding in the closet. That is not what. Shut up. Shut up. That is not where that was going there. But I am here with the editor, Kyle. Connor is MIA.
Yeah.
We told him about the podcast. We gave him a full 24-hour notice, and he is not here still. So
Yeah.
it's just going to be us duoing it tonight. We're going to be talking about, I think, two things that I wanted to talk about was Cold War and The Mandalorian.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But I think first one I want to do is Cold War, because we haven't had a podcast. Wait, we had one after the initial release, didn't we?
Initial release, but I mean, the water hadn't settled yet.
Mm-hmm.
So now that we're kind of, I think it's 3 weeks out now from launch, we can kind of fully assess the game in its entirety. Mm-hmm. Still haven't played campaign yet, though.
I haven't either.
God, I mean, I guess that's fine, so we won't have to like.
No, we never had it. We never had it. It was from beta. We only played.
Oh,
it was just from the beta. Yeah.
So we haven't talked about it at all on the podcast.
Mm-mm. I still need to play campaign. It's one thing that I've always done. Every single Call of Duty, mainly within the first 2 weeks, I've completed the campaign. Like Modern Warfare, I completed mine within the first week or so. But for this, it's just like I'm having too much fun with zombies. Is honestly what it is. That's all I play now.
Yeah. I've been dabbling a little bit of both. Off start, obviously, I had went ahead and made like 3 or 4 videos for zombies, and I played a lot of zombies off start. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna play a little bit of multiplayer. Played a decent amount of multiplayer, and now I've just kind of taken a small break, just from Cold War in general. Not bored with it. I just played so much COD, so
you don't want to burn yourself out.
I definitely don't want to burn myself out. And if it's just taking a couple days off from it, that's fine.
Yeah, I hear you. But like I was the exact same way with Modern Warfare. But the thing with this game is just different. Like I could hop on. Like I've done that recently. Like today is like as of right now, this is the first day I haven't played Cold War since the game released for a good like 6 hours or so. Mm-hmm. But like I've been on that camo grind. Like that's all it is with me and zombies right now. Is that getting the camo, getting dark ether, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. But I don't know. It's just multiplayer hasn't hit with me like it normally does. Like zombies has hit me to a next tier than what I used to. It's like BO3 launch for zombies, but to a next tier above that. I'm enjoying it. This zombies so much in this game.
Same. I really do. The last time I felt like this about zombies, especially off launch, would definitely be Black Ops 3. Like that's the only thing I can compare it to launch wise with content and like the quality of map.
It'd be like launch wise for BO3 or when we got Zombies Chronicles.
When Zombies Chronicles came out, that was
I was so hyped about it. Like it's just so playable. Like I can go back
and play.
And it's not like BO4 where it was just like super easy where you could have a packed gun like on round 3 like you can on 9, or you can be fully decked out by round 15. Like on this, like it's not till like round 30 where you can get 2 fully golden weapons that are using all your salvage and have all your perks and your weapons. You're getting your weapons fully packed is what takes a lot of time.
Yeah, it adds another level of progression to the game, and it kind of makes it to where it's not something that can be achieved so quick and so early. So there's actually like a point to actually kind of going and progressing through the rounds. It's not.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it makes it a lot more fun, a lot more replayable, in my
It
opinion.
mm-hmm. It does. The only I'd say I haven't really played multiplayer, so I can name some of my downsides of that, but I'd say the one downside with zombies is the XP system for guns and just XP in general.
I would say that for across everything so far, multiplayer and that. I feel like camos, especially there's some things that you have to do for camo, at least for multiplayer, and it takes forever to get camos in both.
Yeah, it does in both. Yeah.
Especially like in a multiplayer at least, when gotten guns gold, especially the SMGs, you have to get point blank kills, and for the point blank kills, you have to be on their ass. Like that, you can't be. There's no separation. You basically have to be within
On
like
top of them.
on top of them, a knife
Mm-hmm.
distance.
Uh-huh.
It's so annoying and hard to get. I wish they would up the distance or make it like they used to make it like prone kills or crouch kills. No, it's point blanks, and point blanks are fucking annoying. And the detected kills, that's bullshit. That doesn't really
Do
take
they have
any.
hipfire kills in there?
No.
They should have just had hipfire kills in place of point blank,
I know. That's what I'm saying.
or extend the radius for point blank.
I would agree with that.
Like,
I
because
understand point blank is point blank, but
mm-hmm.
maybe make it within like 5 meters or a certain radius of between
Yeah,
you and the player, because it is
yeah,
it's
because
hard to get point blanks. I find.
that's that's the problem you're having with your camo grind is like the point blank is the main problem for you.
Hmm.
Mine is leveling up the guns and zombies because like at the start like it got to the point with my MP5 where I had to go to multiplayer to level the gun because you could level it up faster in multiplayer. Like it should not be like that. Like it should even out. Like the fact that I could go on one multiplayer game, which would only take me 5 to 10 minutes, and get 2 levels or so, when I could play for about an hour or so and maybe get 1 level or 2 levels in just from
Yeah,
zombies.
and
It's like something's wrong.
they definitely need to figure it out on that level, because if you're gonna make it cross, like your level is the same in zombies and in multiplayer, and it's gonna be the same across Warzone as well. You need to make it to where there is some level of equality, for time played, because like I should not be able to do a 2 hour game of zombies and only level it up a couple times and play 3 or 4 games and have the same effect, and it's
Yeah.
under 30 minutes. It
Uh
shouldn't.
huh.
It definitely needs to be leveled out, in that way, because it
Yeah.
just makes zombies not that fun to
Mm-hmm.
grind camos on. Zombies itself is still fun as fuck. I've
Mm-hmm.
had a lot of fun on it.
Because like they have this one where it's get like 2,500 critical kills, which is headshots. And normally before I'd be able to get like all the way through as soon as I got my critical kills, like I'd be at the like that'd be the last challenge I'd have to do when it was double XP weekend. I'm starting some new weapons here where I'm getting my critical kills done and then I still have a good 10 levels to go before I got my gun to level 50 to work on like the kills without getting hit or getting the like critical kills in a short period of time. Like it's the point now where I should be finishing like the one set of camos just in time for to start the new ones. Not I'm gonna have to play 4 or 5 zombies games just to get to the next camo instead of just being able to go. Like
Yeah.
something needs to be done about the XP system because that's what's killing me right now in the camo grind is the XP system itself.
Hmm.
Like I get it, it's not supposed to be easy, but I can go 2 or 3 games of getting to round 40 and not getting 10 levels on my gun. That's just insane.
Yeah, it's definitely annoying. It's definitely going to take longer, than it has in years past, for zombies, especially, um, dark matter and, dark ether
Mm-hmm.
grind. But I mean, besides the XP system, I don't have too many complaints from the game, like really at all. I feel like zombies, um, early on really carried the game.
It did. You had
It
a
got
lot of
You
creators.
had a lot of creators, even people who didn't play zombies, actually
Pro
going
players
in.
were.
taking a
like
crack at zombies.
Scump, Formal, and I forget who
Scum
else
Formal.
did the Easter egg.
Yep. You saw
Like
Tifu went and played it. Just Blaziken, like just
Blaze.
people don't play zombies. Were playing zombies. It's bringing
Yeah,
a lot of attention to it, and I'm glad because
it's much needed.
because hopefully
We saw,
then that'll bring more attention from developers and they put more time and effort into it. It'd
yeah.
be the first time in a while where zombies has carried a game. It would be awesome if that was
Mm-hmm.
if it could do it
Because
for the entirety of its life
yeah,
span.
which it's just gonna come down to, like, I get it that PS4 pays more money to where they get PS4 exclusives and all that, but like
Sony, yeah.
they have this like they released Nuketown Zombies map. Like they made Nuketown like you could play zombies on it. You could do some of the multiplayer maps do it like that. Play zombies on it, and you could do like I get it. You're getting giving exclusives, but like it's to the point where you release multiple maps that are PS4, PS5 exclusives to where we're just stuck on one
It
map.
shouldn't be maps. Like the only thing it should be is stuff that is already on to
In-game
the
exclusives.
actual like the game itself. It shouldn't be like
Yeah.
a whole separate mode or something like that because then
Mm-hmm.
that just makes it not fun, especially for people who play
Yeah.
Xbox. And I
Yeah.
mean,
And
it's not
PC.
like everyone has just the money to just buy a $500 Xbox and a $500 piece or PS4.
Yeah, we're not
And
like big content creators where we can have an an Xbox One, a PS4, an Xbox Series
X,
X, and then a PS5.
PS5, Nintendo Switch, a $5,000 PC.
Yeah, like it's just to the point where it's like, come on, we're trying to enjoy your game, but I think it needs to get to the point where Activision needs to step in and be like, alrighty, we need to tone this down a little bit because like it gets to the point where I'm still enjoying the map, but like if this is all I'm gonna be able to play, like I think the next DLC comes out the 10th is when they're releasing a new
I
map.
think something like that. Yeah.
I'm fingers crossed that they release a new map with that because if it's the same map, like
It,
normally they think they have
like if
two.
everyone was waiting for the same map, then it would be different. But when you have some people still playing the same map while everyone else on the on PlayStation gets to just play everything else, it's kind of annoying. And it sucks to
Yeah,
watch
because
people's videos and watch them play and enjoy it, and I'm sitting over here like still playing the first map.
yeah,
Not that the first map is bad. The first map's really good. It's just
but the thing is though, they
annoying.
had the last CODs. They've had multiple maps on launch. Like BO4, you had
Shit,
Nine
you had
and Void.
nine voyage
BO3 was
classified
Shadows, but you had classified as well. You had Shadows of Evil and the Giant
and Blood of the
on
Dead
one.
for BO4. You
Oh
had
yeah, and
four
BO4. Yeah,
game.
BO4 had I forgot four, but I was just naming. And then BO2 wasn't it
BO2 was
transit
transit.
just transit?
Yes, it was just transit, and then it's like diner, farm, and
Oh yeah, but you had those that were
but they were just still part of transit. So transit was
yeah.
still the only map.
But you had town as well.
Yeah, town, farm,
Yeah,
and
well, yeah, but
diner.
in more than one map on launch. Like
Yeah,
in a
but
set,
they're still transit though. It was still one map. They released one map off launch, but BO2 was a different story.
yeah, but coming to the point where I was like shit, like 8 years ago, seven was it 2012?
It was 2012.
Yeah,
Yeah.
8 years ago, and they're yeah,
Well, shit.
like
Yep,
yeah.
November
What is
13th.
the poster?
November 13th, 2012.
That's
That's when it
right,
came
because
out.
yeah, this was the BO4 or not BO4 Cold War and BO2 had the same release date.
Hmm.
Yeah, but yeah, like come on, like I'm hoping that in 8 days we're gonna get a new map because I can only play so much of this map without wanting to strangle myself. Because this is all I play right now is zombies. I haven't.
Hmm. Within the
I think
first
that
update, it's going to be 4 maps across the modes. So you'll get probably another zombies map. Um, you'll
because I think
get
they're doing what a map each season.
zombies wise, probably yeah.
That's I'm
So then
fine with that. Like
you'll have like 7 maps total.
mhm. It's like every 90 days, something like that.
I don't know, whatever the thing was for Modern Warfare.
It's like
It's six
it's like
seasons.
60 or 90, something like it's like in
It's
between there.
what 6 seasons. Well, 90 times 4 is 360, so
I think it'd be 60 days, something
it'd
like
be
that.
60 because
Yeah,
yeah, 60 times 6 is
yeah. And
360.
I get it, like it's only a month at not even a month after release, but it's just one map. Like if you had another map to where you could go back and forth and even out, but just one sticking with that,
Yeah,
it's fine.
I'm
But
sure. I'm sure Zombies map's coming out, multiplayer
mm,
map, and Warzone will be incorporated here soon
mm-hmm.
into the game, which will also be another fun game mode to play. I feel
Yeah, yeah. It'll give me a chance to like take a break from zombies and multiplayer and be able to just
frag out and fucking
frag. Yeah,
die a bunch of
yeah.
times off spawn.
Dude,
I don't
dude,
know. I feel like if we duoed, we we do pretty well.
mm-hmm. Let's
Sometimes
do
if we do like a big like squad, like if everyone was on the same level, like me, you, and Phantom for Warzone was like really good because we were all around. Some like everyone had their days. Like you had a day where you were fucking cracked. There was days where Phantom was cracked, and there was days where I was cracked, and
There's
we
it.
like we
Mm-hmm.
were all around the same skill level as far as Warzone came, not like
Yeah.
multiplayer and all
Uh-huh.
that. But because I mean,
Yeah.
I was god mode at multiplayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
kidding. I don't know.
1v1s. Yeah. 1v1s.
Hey,
Totally are
we
on your
did
side there
a
with that.
ton of 1v1s, and it came
Dude,
down
we
to the
did.
last like set of last
Dude,
best of
it
three.
would come down to like some maps, it would be we'd be neck and neck. Some maps it'd be you'd kick my ass.
The other
And
maps,
it
you'd
was
kick my ass. It was yeah.
I still remember that 6-0. I was lasering.
Dude. No, no. Fuck that. Oh god.
That was after I was like playing cold or not Cold War. I was playing like 2v2s all day, and I came in that just
Gunfight.
lasering.
Yeah.
Dude, I can't wait till they add that in.
Gunfight. Yeah. I'm
Dude,
ready.
I will play the shit out of that. Like I will now. Like if anything, is anything that's gonna get me come back to multiplayer and play like I do zombies right now? It's gunfight. Because
Gunfight.
when
Gunfight was so fun in Modern Warfare. I feel like
mm,
that was like one of the main reasons I'd go and play multiplayer was to
that
go play
it
Gunfight.
was I 2v, and one thing another thing they need to do is keep the 2v2 tourneys going. Like have them in constant clockwork. Like don't have it to where I'm gonna take the 2v2 tournaments out and put in a 3v3 knives only or
3v3
3v3
snipers. Yeah.
snipers only where
Stupid.
you're having
Give me the
marksman
2v2.
rifles in there.
Give me the
Yeah,
2v2 tournaments running all the
because the
time.
rewards you got was nice.
They were.
Like the variants of the weapons you could get,
And they
and
made
it's
very good content.
mm-hmm,
You could do a video out of winning a tournament. It was fun. It was just that we were fucking cracked at it.
dude. Yeah, then when we'd get into the like we get like a bunch of us, and we do like 3v3s, and we do
Gunfight stuff, yeah.
and we just do random teams, and people would always complain like if you and me got on the same team for they're like
Oh my god.
there's no point with this, there's no point.
Dude, they'd get so pissed. Connor, Brandon, and
Zach,
they would all get pissed. It'd be funny, like for us.
it was hilarious for the first 2 rounds, and then somebody would rage quit because
I'm not doing it and just leave the game. And
yeah,
it's like, oh, okay. That's how you know that we're good.
no, but what do you think of skill-based matchmaking
Oh fucking
in
hell.
Cold War?
God damn. Okay, so here's my deal with skill-based matchmaking. You know something is wrong when people like Scump are deadlocked at a 2.0 KD ratio.
Mm-hmm.
That
This dude should
shouldn't
be have,
happen.
that he should be like a 5 or 6 at least.
In a casual game like Call of Duty, skill-based matchmaking shouldn't be introduced. If you want to have skill-based matchmaking, that's when you do league play. That's when you do like BO2 had. Because when you have that is your competitive side. League play was the competitive side. And then you had the casual where it was just based off your best connection. Whatever lobby you had the best connection to is what you joined. And now it's dumb. It's stupid.
It's I will get like what was it? I played by myself, and I was like, my first game on, I was like shredding. I went like 50 and like 20, and I was like, well, these next three games are gonna hurt like a
They're gonna
bitch,
fucking suck. They're gonna put me in my place.
dude. They're gonna put me in like lobbies against Scump, Formal, Clayster, Crim6. I'm gonna be versing an entire pro team on the enemy team. It's like I'm gonna get my fucking shit rocked. Like I'm gonna be no, dude. It's like crazy because like it's like you're you're not rewarding the players. You're pretty much what's the word?
You're punishing them for
You're
doing well.
punishing. That's what it
For
is. Yeah,
doing
you're
well.
punishing the good players for doing well. It's like why? Like COD's just a game. This is what I hate. I hate that if I want to do good, I gotta sweat my absolute dick off.
Yeah, there's
That's
no
what I hate.
casual game. Like unless you just do
Exactly.
shit every single time, then you're not gonna play with shit people. You're gonna be playing with
Like
fucking goats.
like and the thing with me is I hate losing with the burning passion. I hate losing. Like if we're like we'll be playing and like what was it? We were playing. You were there. We were playing with Zach,
Yeah.
and hard point. He only had 4 seconds. I was like, dude, and he was like, I have an LMG. I'm like, dude, you could just camp on the point with that bitch and just mow everybody down.
Yeah.
Just like, he's like, well, I'm going for camos and I'm getting kills, and I'm like, dude, go play TDM. TDM is
Yeah.
that's where
That's
that's the game mode you go to if you just want to kill people in video games. Like you just go to TDM and just go slaughter them. Like if you're gonna play like hardpoint, search and destroy, domination, play the objective. That's why the game mode is there.
I was
Like
gonna
that's another
say.
thing. Like I'll get into some game modes where
Like even if
what was
I'm
it?
going for camos, I'm still playing the objective. I'm still trying
Yeah,
to win.
because at the end of the
Hardpoint,
day,
I'm always like the
mm-hmm,
unless you're in the game, I'm always like the top person with time, and it's not even that much. It's like I have what the lowest person should have in hardpoint,
yeah,
and we always lose.
we always lose because we always have those two people who just want to go around and kill slaughter everybody. That's what it is. It's like I just want to get a 6-man stack where everybody fucking plays objective and goes for kills. Like you can go for your kills, but play the objective.
Yeah,
Like if anything, like okay, beginning of the game you can go for your kills and do that, but
the amount of
once it's a
XP that you
certain
get
point,
from winning is substantially more than losing. It's so
that
yeah.
that and when like if you're on the objective, you get more XP per kill.
Yeah, you get defending points, you get attacking points, you get, and then you just get points for holding the objective. Like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't make sense why you wouldn't go for the objective in an
No, like
objective based game mode.
exactly because like with me, like I get it. I like my KD to be substantially good, but I actually at the end of the day, I care about more about like my win
Win
loss
loss
ratio.
ratio, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
because yeah, you could be one of you could have a 7.0 KD, but you could just camp and just 24/7. You look at your win loss and it's like a point 0.1 because you don't care
Yeah,
about the objective. It's just like if you're willing to like I guess from a I guess professional standpoint, if you're looking at a guy to be on your team, you'd rather have somebody who has a like 1 to 2.0 KD but has like a decently very good win loss ratio
yeah.
compared to a
Someone who
guy who
plays for
has
the
a
team.
7 and a point 0.1. Yeah, that's the thing. I want to get like a 6-man. Like no hate to our friend group, but it's just like I hate
It's
losing.
it's very
That and
casual
rage
and
quitting. Brandon, if you're
yeah.
watching this, this is
Yeah,
directed
Brandon.
at
He's
you.
not gonna be watching this, so I
God,
fucking hate it. I fucking hate it.
dude,
I've told you I don't like it, but I don't fucking like it.
dude,
Please,
it's
if you're gonna leave the game, go play by yourself. I'm so glad that they added this to where if you're the host, you cannot bring everyone out of the lobby when you
uh-huh.
fought in the middle of a game, because
'Cause
that would happen in Modern Warfare. We'd be playing and then he's like, I couldn't do it. That's
I
such a
was
that's a
doing terrible.
stupid mentality. It's just a quitter's mentality. How do you
Hmm.
expect to do anything? How do you? He's like, my KD's really good. I'm like, yeah, because you leave before it even tanks.
Hmm.
You just fucking leave.
That
And there was
it's
games where he's like, we're definitely losing, and we lost literally by 2 points in a hard point match, or I mean, a
yeah, like
domination match.
yeah, like
And
he'll have a bad like first 30 seconds of the game, and he'll be like, I'm done.
it'll
It's like
ruin the thing. And I'm like,
dude.
Jesus Christ. If you play like that, you're a fucking pussy and you should uninstall the game.
Exactly.
Fucking
Brandon,
stay in the
that means
game.
uninstall the game.
Unless you
No.
literally have to go, please do not. A, it fucks over your team.
Yeah,
B, it's
because
a cowardly. And C,
mm-hmm.
no one wants to play with you.
Oh yeah. Uh-huh. It's like that right there is one thing that like pisses me off is when people just like quit because they're doing terrible. It's like stick it out. To me, the standpoint I get to where I will quit, rage quit a game is if I'm getting spawn killed and I can't get out of it. Like that's it with me. Like if I'm getting spawn killed,
I
like I'll
still,
spawn.
I mean, I'll get mad, but like, I'm not gonna like leave. Like, I'm still gonna collect the XP. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not, because if you leave, you automatically fuck over your teammates. You've seen it in Valorant how much
Yeah.
that teammate, one person in a 5v5
Yeah.
makes a difference because it does. If you leave, even if you were a bullet monkey and going 2 and 15, you were still doing a lot
Giving
for
you
your team.
you're
You're
giving a person
distracting enemies. You're still helping the team in some way, shape, or
that
form.
if they know a guy is where you're at if you die, exactly.
I've
Yeah.
said it in Valorant when we'll be playing and they're like, oh, I only went this and this. I'm like, I would much rather, like Legend, I was like, I would much rather have you on my team than someone who's 20 and 10 but literally does not play objective, does not go a team, does not communicate. I'd much rather have you because A, you communicate, B, you know how to play it, you know how to play the game. Deaths and kills don't always make the game. They don't.
It's the objective. Playing
It's
the objective
it's the
does.
objective. Kills, if you are playing the objective and you're just playing it right, the kills will come. They'll just naturally come. If you're good,
Mm-hmm.
they'll come. It shouldn't be
Exactly.
kills before objective. It should be objective then kills.
Exactly. That's how it should be.
But you
Mm-hmm.
just
Like
don't have a lot of people who play like that.
no, Turbidity. It's just about kills, getting those high kill games. Like Scump, he can do both. Like
I was gonna
people,
say he can do everything.
yeah, Scump can do like everything. Yeah, like people are like, oh, I'm trying to get these high kill games like Scump. Like, have you looked at Scump? He plays the objective, helps out his team, and gets the kills. Like, if you can do those three things, you're golden. But if you can only do one of the three or like that, then just go play the objective.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
if you don't want to play the objective, then play TDM. Go play
Yeah,
ground war.
exactly.
Go play
Exactly.
something where there's no objective, you just kill. Go play
Mm-hmm.
Battlefield and
Yeah.
just just go play Fortnite, just go play Fortnite. Go back to Fortnite, go do your builds and all that
Go, wait,
shit.
wait till Warzone comes out, then play Warzone.
Yeah, play Warzone.
Mm-hmm.
People I mean, I'm not going to say who, but there's some people who don't like it, but they don't like Warzone or BRs because they don't have the mentality, or B, they're not good enough to play it.
Mm-hmm.
And they blame it for being a shit game mode. Also, maybe the people that every time you die in there, you say it's a hacker.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people I know who don't like BRs, and it's because they fucking suck.
Yeah, it's
I mean, I'm not gonna try to be mean, but like,
no, like you can like play like you gotta have like in a sense it's like with every game they have the sense. Like in a Valorant, you have a Valorant
game sense. Game sense
Game
is
sense,
so
exactly. Like
important.
content, like that's one thing I want to talk about. Like Phantom, I love him dearly, but this
Yeah,
dude,
yeah.
this dude.
His
Okay,
game
so
sense.
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the 1v1.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So Phantom, like COD sense, like every game has a game sense where like you like just top of your head be like, I know there's a guy around this corner. I know there's a guy camping right here. I know a guy watching this angle.
Uh-huh.
You know that. Like I've played COD since COD 2. So where I've got the COD sense. I
I've
know how to.
I've played COD since Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1, which is like
Hmm.
the game after it or something, or
Yeah,
maybe that
it's
is
like
Call of Duty 2 or something.
they released it afterwards. That's in the same year.
But yeah,
But I've been playing COD, and then we have this one friend. I'm gonna keep her name disposed, but they just started playing COD. Like this was their first COD, and Phantom was like, "Dude, it's a 50-50 shot of winning here," and I'm like,
um,
"No,
go
it
ahead
is
here.
not."
Do here. Do should I? How long does our chat? It's gone. Never mind. It's past
Yeah,
24 hours.
but he was like, "Dude, it's a 50-50 shot of winning." I'm like, "Phantom, if you got into a situation where it was you versus Scump, are you saying there's a 50-50 shot you're going to win?" He's like, "No." I'm like, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm saying I've been playing COD since COD 2. I've had that's more than half my life. I've been playing COD. Like my
Yeah.
main game right there is COD, and I'd say I'm above average player.
Oh yeah,
Like
for
I'm a
sure.
little bit above average versus a person who's just started playing COD. It's not like it's like a 70-30, 80-20. It's
It's like
like
taking candy from baby.
yeah, dude, it's
It's
like I don't know. That's just like mind-boggling. Like I had to sit there and think about what he just said to me because he's like, dude, I talked to my dad and I said a 1v1's 50-50. He's like he said you were retarded or something like that. I'm like, dude, my phone just fell. Okay. But I was like, holy shit. I'm like in every single 1v1, like if like you the best player in the game versus the worst player, I bet you it's not going to be a 50-50 shot who's going to win. I just thought that was very funny with that situation.
yeah. So go ahead and tell everyone what you messaged me in my response
I was like,
with that.
Kyle, do you think so and so could beat me in a 1v1? You're like, no, not a shot. And you're like, dude,
I was
it's
like, not
like
a chance.
not a chance. And you're like, dude, it's like a 95% chance you're gonna win and a 5% chance they're gonna win. I was like, exactly. And like nothing against. Okay, if the person who's watching this knows who they are, like I've said before, this is nothing against you. Like
It's just
it's just I've been playing COD for a lot longer, and that's what that is. Like I'm not trying to be cocky or anything like that, but it just mind boggles me like that people think. There's like this is about Phantom. How he could just think that that's gonna happen. Because then I turned the situation around, and I was like, the person we're talking about is one of the best players that than our friend group at Valorant.
Hmm?
And I was like, Phantom, do you think it was 50-50 shot that I could win against that person? She's like, yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, no, it's the opposite. But no, I thought that was funny, and I had to mention that.
Oh
But
yeah. I've been playing COD with Cody since fucking Ghosts.
mm-mm,
That was
MW3,
oh shit yeah. So
MW3
fuck. So
infected.
yeah.
We played, yeah,
Ever since 2012, it came out in 2011, but it was the majority of the time in 2012. Yeah. Fuck. So what
eight,
is that? 8 years?
8 to 9 years, yeah.
Fuck. And it's almost gonna be 9. Yeah.
Hmm.
That's a lot of time. After like I just know I every single like I feel like Cody and I are the type people that can play COD and just will always be able to pick up the game after not playing it for a while and always be able to be good because it's COD. It's just
It's it's like one of those where like you could go back to like you have those days where you're like, hey, I'll screw it, I'll go back and play a different COD randomly. Like I'll go back and I'll play like MW3 and I'll pick up the game like that. Like I'll go back to it. It's like you just have that COD sense where just the feel of the game. The game it's the same game. It's just on a different
yeah.
weapons, different surroundings. You just catch up with it.
Mm-hmm.
No, but we're not gonna be able to get into Mandalorian this episode. I'm just letting you know because we're on the COD topic. But I
Yeah,
want
we're
to
on
talk to you about Obey. Obey has actually decided to create a zombies team,
smart.
which is it is honestly it's full of like zombies content creators like Greg FPS has just become one of the co-owners like we one of the content creators for it, which I'm happy to see because
Good. He deserves it, man.
the zombies extraordinaire. And so What do you think about this, Kyle? What do you think about like these teams creating zombies like teams in a sense? And do you think it'll expand from there to other teams?
Okay, so I think it's very smart for many reasons. Um, I think it's smart because it brings um, a lot more attention to zombies. It brings a lot more
Hmm.
attention. There'll be a more competitive scene for zombies, which really haven't seen a lot of, but I feel like you could do a lot of EE for C Zombie World Championships or Z for C type events for zombies with these
Hmm.
teams to bring a lot more support and a lot more support and a lot more attention to it. It'd be
Hmm.
awesome. It is. It's very smart. I feel like it's going to start happening. A lot more teams are going to be like, "Oh shit, we need to do that."
Yeah, you're
And
gonna see a lot more of like I don't know, like Phase. You have like
people,
Chicago, like Huntsman or Optic. You have like all these like teams, like these big teams. Like I guess it would be Optic Gaming, like 100 Thieves, Phase,
Cloud
where they
Nine,
start Cloud Nine start getting
you'd have
zombies teams.
a lot of a lot more teams are going to follow up with it,
I'm
and
hoping so.
because holy shit, that would be something like professional gaming wise. Like, I mean, I've watched professional COD. I've watched my fair share of that. I've watched my fair share of professional CS:GO as well. I watch it, but like I don't like watch it like I do another sport. Like I am like jumping up and down, like woo. Like I feel like with
Hmm.
zombies, it's something I'm a lot more passionate about.
Hmm.
And some of these guys that are going to be on these teams, we're going to know a lot of them. We've been watching
Yeah,
these guys forever.
since I'd say BO2 is when I watch some of these creators. Like it comes
Exactly.
to the point where you've never seen really. I guess Noah J was the first, I guess, zombies content creator
Yeah,
who really got
mainstream.
into a big org like
Mm-hmm.
100 Thieves. And it's nice to see like all of these like zombies creators who are out here having their own like groups and all that. It's gonna be nice to see like Greg. You get like Lex, Pat,
Pat,
Turbo, all of them like start going into these orgs
MC Sports
or
Hot,
MC
JC.
Sports,
You're going
all
to
of them.
see a lot more of these people. Either I almost bet you they could create their own damn team
They could
with some of
honestly
them and how close they are. Obviously, people in the Z House and with Matt and JC having their own podcast,
podcast
which is that's awesome. By the way,
irrelevant
yeah,
or is it irrelevant?
it's irrelevant. There's
That's
just
what I
the
thought.
name of it, irrelevant. It's good.
Hmm.
I don't watch all of it, but I do see some of the clips and stuff, and I'll watch it. And I really do think that having professional esports teams create these zombie teams will
I can't
it's
wait
nothing it's so smart. It's
because it's endless possibilities with these like tournaments you could have because you could have if
shit,
anything.
you could have retro where you could like go back and play like BO2 or BO3 or BO4 or BO1, even World at War. You could have like you don't have to
Hmm.
only do the current game. You could do a bunch of events where you do like where you go and across the games like we have.
Easter egg speed runs. You have like round 30 speed runs.
Starting room, high rounds,
Starting
starting
first the pack. It's endless with like the competitive scene for this where you could
electric
just
bow, rush, and all bows.
dude
Like,
yes. It's insane the possibilities that zombies has for competitive wise because you'll have like these speedrunners and all that. You're gonna see a lot of them. A decent amount, I think, from the Z4C friend group that might get into these teams for speedrunning.
oh fuck yeah, Chuck! Are you kidding me? That kid's a fucking beast. Go check out Chuck. By the way, he's a fucking awesome speedrunner. Does takes world records left and right for these speedruns.
He
Um,
did Origins not that long ago.
Origins not too long ago. He did Moon. He was
Hmm.
going back and forth with the codename Pizza there for a while. Like some of these people who don't have a lot of like a huge audience, like some of these other content creators, are going to be put on these teams. A lot of
And it's gonna boost them.
esports teams have people who don't necessarily start off with a big audience. Like with
They did.
they do recruiting. Like obviously you
Hmm.
have the phase 5 now, that's a little different, but like
Hmm.
back in the day, like they would just have like these land tournaments, and they would and like these teams would go there to go to these like local land tournaments, in like semi pro tournaments, and like watch them play, and they'd be like, hey, they watch someone play, they're like, we want you on our team. Like it's stuff like
Hmm.
that, and they're nobodies. It's not like they start off, they're already huge in Omega. That's a lot of people come from the ashes of nothing, in a
Exactly,
sense.
and like
So I feel like this is gonna allow a lot more smaller people to come
zombies
up.
creators to be
Mm-hmm.
able to get the recognition they deserve because Chuck so underrated. Like Expert Fusion's another one.
Mm-hmm.
He zombies like a bunch of these zombies creators have like can do like speed runs and all this, and like they're just in there maybe like 1,000 followers, 10,000 subscribers, and like you'll have like these bigger guys that do these speed runs, like have millions of subscribers and all that, but you don't realize it that a good portion of the like some of the records that the zombies community has is done by the lower end of the smaller
Yeah,
community.
exactly. If you go to Zombies World Records, a lot of the people on there are people we know.
Mm-hmm.
It's
It's
people.
it's very cool to see that,
Mm-hmm.
like, because it just shows that if this does pop off the way we want to, I could see a decent amount of the zombies Z4C friend group. We're gonna see like I could see some of the speedrunners that we have in there being in some of these big teams
It'd be awesome.
because it would because the zombies community has been like put on the back burner from like BO4 to this.
And it's
It's
always
nice to see.
something that the Zombies community has always been. It almost feels like its own corner. It's never been like really acknowledged from like other groups or big groups. Like the zombies community has always kind of been in its own corner and not necessarily become mainstream until I think until recently. Some of these
Hmm.
guys, like what's his name, I watch a guy named Ludwig Ogren, and him and his buddies didn't know how to do the Easter eggs, so they hired Noah J456. And it's so
Hmm.
weird to see these things collide, and I really think that with people like Noah J, people like Lex, people that are at the big part of the zombies community with like a lot of big following are
Hmm.
gonna bring a lot more attention to it, and it's gonna do nothing but good for the zombies community and
Yeah,
zombies
because
overall.
it's always been like with multiplayer, you get it to where if there was something major, a major bug in the game, like they'd get it fixed right away. Like it'd be in the next patch note or so. Like with like the 725 in Modern Warfare, they kept patching it like every so often because it was super OP. But you look at it like zombies. Zombies has had like recently this XP glitch where it's been capped at a certain point, or you're not getting the same amount of XP that you would on multiplayer. But that comes in every so often in a patch note where like we get all these updates in, and it's nothing for zombies. Like I want to get to the point where zombies is treated
Almost
evenly
like
with like
equal.
multiplayer
Mm-hmm.
to multiplayer because you have a good portion of the community that I've seen
Playing
from
zombies
like
right now.
yes, exactly. And unless they do something about it, come out with another map and all that, it's gonna get flushed down the drain. They're gonna lose out on an ample opportunity they could have of getting zombies to be not exactly like what it once was like BO3 wise, with like Chronicles.
Mm-hmm. I feel that it's not going to lose the interest of people. I feel that they're going to release this map here in
Hmm.
December 10th, and it will continue the hype for zombies, and I hope it does, cuz
I can't wait to get back into the Easter egg like hunting
yeah, that was fun.
because that was
And
fun.
we
Like
were
go,
pretty close up
yeah,
until
like
a certain point,
at one point
like
we
with the
were
main
farther
one.
than,
We were
but
farther than Noah J. Like with the main Easter egg there until we died.
yeah, uh huh. Was
But
it? Yeah, yeah. It was amazing. I had so much fun doing that Easter egg.
mm-hmm.
I was like, this is so much most fun I've had being in a hunt. Like I would like you really wouldn't be able to do it before because like they had the map release dates differently for
Yeah, for PS4
BO4
and
BO4. But like in this, it
yeah.
was the same day, so I was like, yes, and I'm hoping they do that the same thing. It's same maps, come on the same day, so you can
For
have both sides of the
everything.
community. You can have both sides of the community working at it
Hmm.
instead of it's going to come to a point where, hey, if I want to play the map on launch when it's supposed to come out, I gotta get a PS4 or PS5, which stupid right now because I'm not going to go out there and buy a PS4 to play this when the newer consoles are out,
Exactly.
and they're hard to get, very hard to get. Like I
Hmm.
haven't I've been on Amazon. I don't know how many times. I'll just look up like a PS4, PS5, or not PS. Sorry, PS5 for the new Xbox, and it'll be like sold out, out of stock. Come back later.
Black
Like
Friday only had a certain amount in
they,
stock. It was very
yeah.
hard to get one if you wanted one. I,
Mm-hmm.
we're just waiting. I'm
I'm
just gonna
hoping by
wait.
Christmas time.
I'm gonna wait until maybe after Christmas, after I've worked a little bit, and maybe they come into stock. I really hope they do because
Mm-hmm. If it's like it is now, like it's been a month and you're still having a hard time getting it, who knows where it's gonna be like by Christmas or the
mm,
next 3 to 4 months from now? Because I feel like not like they like have a shortage of it to where it's just gonna keep like this until who knows when. And you're gonna get people who are just buying them and then gonna be selling them for like double the
oh
costing.
yeah, 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 for
I've
sure.
seen I've seen some PlayStation 5s on eBay for like 1,000 some dollars.
I've seen stuff on
Like
Twitter. It's like, hey, I got two PS5s. Like, DM me if you want to make an offer. And it's like, I know that they're gonna start it at 500, and then it's only gonna
more
go
than
up.
what the base value that they bought it for was
And
worth.
people will spend up to $1,000 on some of this shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, god
It's like
damn.
what? Like I get it, you want to get your hands on the new console, but just wait. Like my console works just fine right now, and I've had mine for 5 years. I've had my Xbox that I have right now. This was I got this for my eighth grade graduation, so it was 2015.
Fuck yeah, dude. I got it. Yeah, in 2015. It's been five
Yeah,
years.
yeah, and it's worked perfectly fine. I've had no problems with it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like I feel
I have
that.
still have the OG Xbox, the Fat Boy Xbox, and it's held up.
My that's what my brother has.
Mm-hmm.
My brother has my old one, and it works perfectly fine.
I've had nothing but good stuff to say about the Xbox One.
hmm Yeah, it works. So
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't know. It's probably gonna be. I'm gonna have to wait until I'd say I'm hoping by Christmas, like end of this year, maybe I can get my hands on an Xbox, a new Xbox Series X. But it'll probably be
I bet it'll be
January,
after.
February. Yeah.
Which I mean, I guess if the games that are coming out now are coming out for the one as well, and they're
hmm
cross-gen, then I'm not really that mad. Really
Yeah.
can't be, um, because then there it doesn't. I don't. It's not like I need one. It's not like it's
hmm
only coming out for the Series X or the PS5. So
You're keeping them like this, and it's not like the 360 and the one where like BO3 on the one was like perfect, and
where
then you have the
basically you
360.
had to get it on the one in
Yeah,
order to play
it
the
was a
game.
360. Yeah, that was insane.
God, that
It
was
was
so shit. That
it
was it
was
was that was so dog ass.
terrible. No, but I'm fine because they're in a lot of issues right now with I think the PlayStation. It looks like.
A little bit of both, and
Yeah.
that's usually what happens off the first thing, the first batch they make and sell has a little couple problems,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean maybe that'll just be better for us if we
Yeah, because they'll get them
they'll
fixed by them.
yeah they'll patch up some of the stuff that was
Exactly.
not so
Exactly.
good, and
Mm-hmm.
which either way it'll be fun when it comes. Hopefully, just I mean they're gonna keep having cross gen games come out, so
Mm-hmm.
I,
Yeah,
as
it's
long as
good
it
right
runs
now.
well on the one, I'll be fine.
Exactly. Exactly. As long as I have more problems on the or the one than the when I get the new console, I'll be fine. But if it's like I'm sitting here like every 5 seconds, my Xbox Series X is crashing because it can't handle itself. When I can just go back to the one, I'll stick with the one until it fully gets able to
Yeah.
not have any bugs or issues.
for sure.
No. No, but I think I'd say what would you rate Cold War's start compared to other
Start.
CODs? Like as soon
Oh,
as the game came out, how would you rate it?
okay. So, um,
Like I know you haven't played multi or sorry, not multiplayer campaign, so you really can't rate that, but rate multiplayer and zombies, and then the game in the whole.
okay. So I would say multiplayer. I feel if they add more maps and they kind of fix up some of the leveling, I think multiplayer has a lot of potential. I in my first video I had it at a 6 out of 10, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it at a 7 out of 10 right now. Multiplayer's at a 7 out of 10. It has some room for improvement, but it's pretty solid overall. Now zombies is really fucking good. They started off strong story wise, replayability wise, tension wise. I think that they did a lot of things really good. I think that is an 8 out of 10 right now. There's still room for improvement, obviously, but really, I'll, 7 out of 10 and 8 out of 10. So it's sitting at if you average them out, 7.5 out of 10. So
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty high for a COD because in years past, especially with Modern Warfare, um,
Mm-hmm.
off launch it was buggy. World War II off launch was buggy. The servers were shit. It wasn't polished. BO4 wasn't fucking finished. Like, some of these
No.
games weren't finished, but this game feels finished. Like, it's polished. There's not much
Mm-hmm.
wrong with it, glitch wise.
Like they're
Um,
not having like bugs and stuff like major to where you can't play the game, but it's like it's just to the point where it's like the XP system so it really has to be fixed. You have to have little bug fixes here and there.
yeah.
Besides that, it's pretty polished. So let's see.
I'd say
What
seven
would
and
I
a half
rate
out of
mine?
10.
That's I'm gonna be like 7.5 and an 8 as the game in a whole. I'd say
The
for
campaign
zombies,
though could bring it up to an 8 for me.
yeah. For just off of those two right now, I'd put it at about an 8, a 7.5 to an 8. I'd be with you on that. But
Mm-hmm.
like zombies is like an 8.5 to a 8.75. I'd say multiplayer is probably a 6.5 to a 7.
Gotcha.
Like I can play multiplayer, have fun with it, but as soon as they lower the skill based matchmaking to where I don't want to have to sweat my absolute dick off every single time I
Really?
play, because that's why I want to casually play. I want to casually play. Just sit back, relax, just play COD, have some fun, have some hee hee moments of like playing uh hardcore where I shoot your ass
Fuck you.
and you get you get pissed off, or have that one game where we were gonna both kill Phantom. Just have
Yeah.
stuff, some funny moments like that where.
The only way you can do that is if you throw and tank your KD and shit. Like, it's so stupid. It shouldn't be like that. You should be able to do it whenever.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have to sweat.
Yeah,
Absolute.
I shouldn't have to have one good game, then know what my next 3 to 4 games are gonna be determined like.
Yeah.
Is what it should be. But until they've lowered it from what it was at launch. I've seen that they
I
have
I
lowered
hope
the
they just take it out
SMBB.
completely.
Yeah, like back in like what would be the last COD that where they didn't would be BO3? That would
That
be
they
BO4.
didn't have skill based matchmaking.
BO4. BO4. BO4 no skill based matchmaking.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I played shit on that. Never had that happen. But yeah, as long as they get rid of that, I can't wait to play the campaign. So I think hopefully here, maybe in the next podcast that we do, next
What?
podcast we do, we will be able to talk about the campaign, what we thought about it, and then
Fuck
Mandalorian,
Mandalorian.
dude. Because I think we might have to, yeah, because so much has happened.
Yeah, I was
So
gonna
much has
say we
happened.
might have to do a
Might have to do a double,
podcast
uh,
like pretty soon.
like Friday,
Fuck yeah.
Friday, Friday night after we watch the episode.
Damn yeah.
Do one on that.
For sure.
No, but thank you
Yeah.
to all of you who have stuck with us. I know I honestly with me, I've been focused on Cold War, is what it is with me and other games to where I've totally just been like, I just want to play Cold War. Like my channel, I've slowed down the videos. 'Cause I just want to play Cold War and other games right now. I don't know if that's what you are with like the podcast and everything, but I think that's how we all have been. Like we've just been so dedicated to Cold War
Mm-hmm.
that it's gotten in the way of the podcast. But now that things have slowed down from launch, we should be getting back into the regular schedule here. Try and get a few episodes out here before Christmas is here. Most definitely, I'd say. And
Oh yeah.
hopefully, Connor will
can make
not
it
be
to the next one.
a gym newt, and we'll get off Terraria and be here for the next episode. Because comment down below, like in the next, like Connor needs to get his shit together instead of just leaving the podcast chat open on red instead of responding saying I'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
So for all of you, if you guys are in the Discord server, make sure you add at Connor
At
in
Cornbagget,
it
yes.
at Cornbagget in the general chat saying get your shit together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you got anything else you want to talk about, Kyle? Before we send it off here?
Just one more thing. I'm wearing it right now, but we got FC Podcast merch. Go check it out down in the description below. We've got that up and going. I've had some requests for people that want stuff for Christmas, and it'd be a perfect gift if you want to cop some merch. It's on Teespring, and it'll be down in the description below, so make sure you go check that out. Other than that, yeah, tell Connor to get his shit together, and that's basically it. You can go ahead and
alrighty.
pop it off here.
Thank you guys for watching another fine and fun episode of the Friendzone podcast here with me and Kyle. Like I said before, Connor's not here. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and we will see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.
See you guys.